Rome. Rome. Just hearing the name conjures up some of the most famous landmarks in the world: the Colosseum, the Sistine Chapel, and the Vatican. The history here spans 28 centuries, making Rome one of the oldest inhabited sites in Europe and one of the best places to visit in Italy. This city is a wonderful blend of historical sites, charming piazzas and neighborhoods, world-class museums, and iconic sites. For the first-time visitor, Rome belongs at or near the top of your list. It's a big, bustling city, but the main sites are clustered around the historic city center. 2. Florence. Without a doubt, Florence is one of the best places to visit in Italy. This city was the birthplace of the Renaissance, and the art museums here are a testament to that. Michelangelo's David, the amazing Uffizi Gallery, the frescoes on the dome of the Duomo, and the statues that are on display in the historic city center are spectacular sights to see. But there are enough towers to climb, gelato to eat, and shops to visit that you don't have to feel like you are on museum overload on a visit to Florence. 3. Tuscany. With scenic, picturesque hillside towns rising up amidst vineyards and rolling hills, Tuscany is gorgeous and a joy to explore. You could easily spend 1 week in Tuscany, settling down in a Tuscan villa with day trips out to the surrounding towns. Tuscany is a nice break from Italy's bigger cities. It's possible to rent bikes and take a cycling tour of the wineries. The kids can't taste the wine, of course, but they might enjoy biking between the wineries, depending on their age. We did this with Tyler and Kara and other wine regions in the world, and they really enjoyed it. 4. Siena. Technically, Siena is a hill town in Tuscany, but it is such a great place to visit that it deserves its own mention. Siena is similar to Florence, but quieter and smaller. We actually like Siena more than Florence. There's just something about this town that we fell in love with. You may fall in love with it too. 5. Cinque Terre. The Cinque Terre is one of Italy's most scenic spots. It is here that 5 colorful, gorgeous towns precariously sit on the hills that tumble into the Mediterranean Sea. Hike it or hop from town to town by train. This is a gorgeous spot to explore in Italy. Hiking from town to town can be fun for older kids. Spend some time at one of the beaches. Our top pick is Monterosso al Mare. Rent a paddleboat with this slide, hours of fun for kids, and the adults get to enjoy beautiful views along the coastline. It is possible to visit the Cinque Terre on a long day trip from Florence. However, for the best experience, plan on spending at least 1 night. 2 or 3 nights is ideal in one of the 5 towns. With 1 full day, hike or take the train to connect all 5 towns. With more time, relax on one of the beaches or day trip to Portofino. 6. Pisa. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is world famous. But is it really worth the visit? We say yes, but only if you already have plans to be in the area. Pisa is worth a quick stop if you are traveling from Florence to the Cinque Terre. Take 2 hours to pose for photos, along with tons of other travelers, and maybe even climb the tower. 7. Milan. Milan is home to the Duomo, world-class museums, trendy shopping areas, and Leonardo da Vinci's Last Supper. This city is undergoing an architectural renaissance and is worth even a few hours on the fastest of itineraries. Climb to the roof of the Duomo for a bird's eye view over the city. 1 day or more. Milan makes a nice day trip if you are traveling between cities such as Florence, Venice, Lake Como, and the Cinque Terre. From Milan, you can easily day trip to Lake Como. 8. Lake Como. Nestled at the foot of the Alps, Lake Como is one of Italy's most romantic spots. Leave the hustle and bustle of Italy's cities behind on a visit here. Rent a boat and cruise past the villas. This is fun for kids and adults. Kids will also like the riding funiculare Como Brunet for amazing views over Lake Como. Lake Como is a very easy day trip from Milan. With more time, spend the night in Bellagio and have fun wandering the picturesque streets once all the day trippers leave for the day. 9. Aosta Valley. Tucked away in the northwest corner of Italy is a fantastic landscape of snow-capped mountains, quaint towns, and even a few castles. The Alps run through this section of Italy, and sitting on the border of France and Switzerland are 2 very famous mountains, Mont Blanc and the Matterhorn. Our time in this area has been limited so far. We drove through the Aosta Valley, and what a gorgeous drive. One of the most unique things to do is to ride the panoramic Mont Blanc cable car that runs from Point Hellbronner, Italy, to Aiguille du Midi, France. This is a 5 kilometers one-way journey that is filled with views of glaciers and incredible views of the Alps. Aosta Valley is a great place to take older kids with its hiking trails, castles to explore, and the unforgettable views from the panoramic Mont Blanc cable car and the chance to see Mont Blanc, the highest mountain in the Alps. 10. Venice. Venice is one of our favorite spots in Italy. Why? It is small and compact, perfect to be explored with just a few days' time. Venice is romantic, historic, and gorgeous. The canals, the gondolas, the architecture, the colorful towns of Murano and Burano. What's not to love? Venice is one of the best places to visit in Italy and makes it to the top of the list for many first-time visitors. Plan on spending at least one busy day to see the highlights of Venice. 2 to 3 days gives you more time to visit Murano, Burano, and Lido, and to explore the quieter neighborhoods away from the main touristic areas.